Welcome to the Astrology for Liberation podcast. I'm Elisa, your astrologer and cosmic guide. The intention of the Astrology for Liberation podcast and all of my work is to offer transformative insight to catalyze your greatest life fulfillment. So you've just felt two planetary ingresses that have shifted the collective mood, with the Sun entering the lively cerebral consciousness of Gemini last Friday, and its ruler Mercury retrograding back to the practical communication style of Taurus on Sunday. Now it's Tuesday, and the moon emerges from the collective waters of Pisces as it enters Aries at 2:39 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 5:39 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and that's 9:39 p.m. Greenwich Meridian Time, just before Mars enters Aries, its planetary ruler, less than 2 hours later. You've already felt the expansive surge of impulse from Jupiter entering Aries on May 10th. Aries energy is assertive. Mars is the first planet beyond planet Earth, and it represents the restless energy to go onward and outward. Mars in Aries is about your assertion of yourself. Are you able to hear your own message and act on your own motivations? It's important to take care with your actions right now. Mars in Aries can also be forceful and thuggish even when unrestrained. Mars will be in Aries until July 5th, 2022. The day after the 4th of July, the anniversary of the U.S. Declaration of Independence. The last transit of Mars through Aries was longer than usual, spanning from June 28, 2020 to January 6, 2021, due to its retrograde. That covered the U.S. presidential election, when former President Trump and others attempted to subvert the election and overturn the results by falsely alleging widespread voter fraud. When Mars was at its final degree of Aries on January 6th in 2021, a mob of supporters of former President Donald Trump attacked the Capitol building in Washington in an attempt to overturn his defeat in the 2020 presidential election. The officials involved with this challenge to the democratic process still haven't been prosecuted, and at least 57 of those involved are seeking political position in the next election this November 2022. Aries is very competitive. Mars in Aries adds to the struggle and the combativeness to get its way, with little regard for others. This is difficult for those who don't identify with this fiery masculine energy. But this is a vital energy that can be applied to a constructive outlet. But without a clear and positive intention, Mars in Aries can be angry, aggressive, and destructive. Mars in Aries energy has to be consciously directed and controlled. So here we go with this fiery phase. That previous transit period also covered an extraordinary phase of wildfires around the world. And this time the heat will likely get even hotter because Jupiter is in Aries with its exaggerated effect. Mars conjunct Jupiter in Aries could bring a large-scale military offensive anywhere in the world. In many ways, we're already at war. Fascism is on the rise, and misinformation is rampant to keep people confused and distracted. In its essence, Mars in Aries is the awareness of what you can do. It's important to remember you're in the balsamic phase of the moon until the Gemini new moon on May 30th. This is the soothing phase of the moon to heal the wounds of what's happened before. It's important to take care of yourself. What is your healing balm? The moon in Aries finishes Tuesday with a sextile with the sun in Gemini. Share your concerns with others. It's time to talk about these things. On Wednesday, Mercury in Taurus returns to its second trine with Pluto in Capricorn. The first time was on April 28th, when you got to the crux of something that unlocked something in your powerful mind. Now you understand something else, and there will be a third time in June after Mercury stations direct. There's more information coming. In this waning phase of the moon, with Mercury retrograde, it's still not time to act. Hold restraint tightly, but still continue to plan and think about ideas from a multifaceted perspective. You'll be glad you waited. Focus on healing yourself as the moon passes over Chiron in Aries. Only you can self-actualize your life with right action and intention. You can plan and define what you want on Thursday as the moon sextiles Saturn in Aquarius and then conjuncts Venus in Aries. Something is building with Venus in Aries and Pluto in Capricorn that will perfect right after the moon enters Taurus. The moon in Aries is bringing up everything it's annoyed about as it triggers the approaching Venus-Pluto square as it squares Pluto before it enters Taurus for another exciting 3 days. You may feel there's no solution. Just try to be patient, and you'll understand. I'll be back to discuss Venus entering her sign of Taurus while Mars in Aries meets with Jupiter on Thursday. If you'd like to learn more about what I offer as an astrologer, hypnotherapist, and intuitive coach, join me on alisaustrander.com. Thank you so much for listening.